Hey, everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by SoundCloud Studios and brought to you by official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson's The Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We're here with a terrific lady who's a New Jersey singer, songwriter, and a well-known performer throughout the East Coast, and began her career writing her first song, playing piano, and wrote composition music at 14, and also recording music in 03. She's got some music out there. We'll talk more about that, and also performed throughout New York City, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and also on a number of platforms like Spotify, Pandora, and more as well. And we talk about her latest song, Fallin Away, along with three others, and one being on the current charts as well. Live, ladies and gentlemen, the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown New Jersey, the amazing singer-songwriter from the East Coast, performing throughout that area, began her career writing, and it's been a journey, ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented Lisa Kovacs. Lisa, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for
Hi,
joining us
everybody.
today.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. What a great introduction, Mike. Thank you so much.
Well, it's great to have you on board, Lisa. So you're a singer-songwriter from living in New Jersey. You performed throughout the East Coast. You began a career writing your first song. You played your piano at 7. You wrote composition music at 14, and you also were being recording music in 2003. You performed throughout New York City, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and you have some releases on Spotify, also on Pandora, YouTube, and other platforms. It's Just a Lie, To the Other Side, Bluebird, that's currently on the charts. And we'll talk about your latest song that's coming out, Falling Away, as well. And before getting to it, Lisa, tell us how I first got started.
Wow. Okay. So I'm 6 years old, and my parents said to me, "Do you want to keep dancing like ballet and tap, or do you want to do piano?"
Hmm.
So I chose piano, obviously, and studied piano for 10 years, from age 7 to 17. And then I studied drums and guitar for 2 years, and then voice for almost 9 years
Wow.
with Mr. Thomas Rexdale. Yeah, he was out of New York City, and actually I got him pretty quickly because one of my closest girlfriends, that's her stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was an interesting time in my life. I enjoyed it a lot.
Hmm. And certainly, indeed, it was one precise moment that simply influenced you to what you do in the rest of your career.
That's a great question. The one precise when I was really little, my dad, uh, who passed away when I was 8, unfortunately, we used to go down to the den and play records, everything from like Elvis to, you name it, like the 60s and 70s. And I fell in love. I fell in love with the records. I used to look at age 6, I was looking at records saying, oh, who produced this? Who played on it? And as time went on, I started studying music, and then eventually into the teenage years, I would hear things on the radio and I would say, oh, wow, I want to go play that, especially like stuff like Hall and Oates or, Elton John.
Hmm. Rather interesting, too. And of course, this is all growing up in New Jersey.
Yeah, because we left California when I was 3 due to some earthquakes. And
Okay.
yeah, kind of chased my parents back home where their families were, and lived in Edison for a while, but mostly have been in the Toms River area
Mm-hmm.
since like 6th grade.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you've been in the area for a while. And besides listening to Elvis, who are some of your other favorite singers, songwriters, and musicians growing up?
Uh, wow, everyone from Barbara Streisand, Hall and Oates, Billy Joel, Elton John, Prince, Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I was getting older, I got heavily into one of my most inspired from artists is Alanis Morissette.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, Sarah McLachlan, Adele,
Mm-hmm.
groups like Matchbox 20, Maroon 5, uh, all of it. I love all kinds of music, but I was mostly focused towards pop, you know,
Mm-hmm.
pop and rock.
Okay. All right. And of course, you also create your own as well, too. You've got It's Just a Lie, To the Other Side, Bluebird, and we'll talk about Fallin Away in 1 minute with Lisa Kovacs. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by SonicWeb Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget, SonicWeb Studios is the answer. SonicWeb Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those who love be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has gotten great reviews. An Evil Evidence endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forrest Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com or 40 podcast platforms. Heard in 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Apple Music, Odyssey, Podbean, BitChute, Rumble. Make sure you subscribe and also follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and more. And make sure you take us with you on any mobile device. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies. Makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also t-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. And support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. We're here with the multi-talented singer, songwriter, performer throughout the East Coast, based in New Jersey, Lisa Kovacs, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Before we talk about some of your music, and you also had some legendary singers and producers as well, like Shepherd and Jordan. That's got to be the big one.
Okay, yeah. Well, Billy Shepherd and Judy Jordan, they were the ones after I, honed my craft in Jersey, playing at like little cafes and coffee houses, and then I got ready to go into the city to play, and they were wonderful. They gave me a great platform to play with great lighting, they had a baby grand piano on the stage.
Nice.
Great sound, and I had quite a few shows with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're wonderful people.
Mm-hmm. And certainly did too. And of course, you were in the soundtrack for a movie Johnny Postal as well, too, like To Tell You.
Well, we're still waiting. Frank Callow is still waiting. I have the script and I've worked on a song for it, but they haven't filmed it yet. But I'm hoping to have a song on the soundtrack.
Oh wow! So when's that movie coming out?
Not sure. Yeah, not sure.
Okay, all right. Yeah. At least got something in there too. Of course, you had Cornerstone Cafe, the Coffee House, and Stone Pony, and everything else. I seem to think about Stone Pony, where Bruce Springsteen, resides in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Have you ever run to Bruce Springsteen or anything like that?
Yes, I have. He's very kind, very kind. He was actually across from the Stone Pony, sitting with 3 of his friends and at a restaurant, and the Watermark, and I went right up to him and I told him a little bit about myself. I thanked him first, of course, for his music, and he was so kind, so kind. He grabbed my arm and held on to it. He looked me in the eye, and really, really cool person, awesome musician.
Mm-hmm. That's certainly amazing as well too. And of course, you've been through most of the others in Pia as well too, and also you had playing coffee houses and whatever else. You also got some other music out there too, like It's Just a Lie, To the Other Side, and Bluebird. And tell us more about those songs and what inspired you to write them.
Okay, well, let's start with Bluebird. Bluebird is a special song, and I had a vision that I wanted everyone that I knew that was playing around me, that I could get to play on like the best musicians on my record. So I got Joe Navolo, one of the top drummers on the East Coast. He played drums, and he's been working with Vinnie Puryear. He played bass. And then the man, Arnie Brown, who toured with the Temptations, of course, not the beginner Temptations, but later on, he co-produced it with me. And it's very important for me to have like an awesome guitar solo, whether it's a ballad or a pop rock song. So he co-produced it with me and did the guitar solo, and I had some background music on it, and it was just a wonderful experience. It was awesome. Oh, and to top it off, everybody said, you don't need the horns, you don't need the horns, but I insisted, and I said, I'm hearing horns in the song. So Mr. Steve Jankowski, he was so kind. He is on tour now with Nile Rodgers all over the world.
Mhm.
And he's a friend of mine. I recorded with him, and he did a whole like 2 hour session of horns on it. And I feel so blessed to have all these instrumentalists on my record. And the record went through like probably 30 mixes.
Wow.
And you know, it's I had my great friend Matt Hendrickson, who is near and dear to my heart. Always, you know, we would go over the records and say, oh, we need a little more vocal, we need this, and we would tweak it. And actually it took a year to get it like just right. You know, but now it's just right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Matt also, he does all my graphic work, and he did did you see the album cover for Bluebird?
Yes, I have. It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you. That was Mr. Matt Hendrickson, who actually has a movie coming out soon.
Oh, really? What's that?
It's called Lucky Gallagher.
Huh. Lucky
Yeah,
Gallagher.
it's filming. It's filming now. Yeah,
What's
yeah,
that
it's gonna be
about?
cool.
What's that about, by
Uh,
the way? Lucky Gallagher.
Lucky Gallagher is a great movie that is going to be about an older gentleman, and he's, you know, kind of a magician down on his luck, and just a, a journey of what happens when he can't pay his rent, and things happen in his life, you know, with certain things. I don't want to give too much away, but it's going to be a wonderful movie. And the man who plays the lead is Mr. John Morlino, actually Dr. John Morlino, who is one of my piano students, and I've taught him for 5 years piano.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see if I could give you hold on, I'll give you a poster for you. Let's see if I can
Okay,
get
that'd
this
be
one.
appreciated. Oh,
Uh,
wow. Okay. What you might
you see that?
you
You
got
see
it. You
that?
got it. Can you try to zero in a little bit? Whoops. You're kind of going away. Can you try to go back and zero it in? Can you do that? Up a little
Like
closer.
that?
You're moving away. Up closer. Up closer. Oh, wow. That is really cool. I like that.
That's the movie poster.
That
Yeah.
is so amazing. That's so
And
amazing.
yeah, and I just wrote a script also, a movie script called The Piano Lesson, alternate title of Annabelle's Lesson. And this is the cover that Matt Hendrickson did for me for to promote the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Looks like you got some artwork involved in that. I like to see more of your artwork while we're at it.
Yeah, I love art. Thank you. Drawing and painting is not my forte, but I try. But I consider myself kind of a color artist. Yeah, so I'm going to be putting some stuff up to sell soon, and I wrote a poem book. You know, a lot of these lyrics that did not go to song, I compiled as poems. So I'm ready, almost ready to release my first poem book also.
And when would that be about?
When will I release it?
Yes.
Probably within the month.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, on
Sounds
Amazon. Yeah, Amazon Kindle.
okay. And make sure you keep us today on that one too. And of course, we talked about Bluebird as well. Also, It's Just a Lie and To the Other Side. And tell us more about those songs and what actually inspired you to write the music, especially about the lyrics. And what do you base your lyrics on?
Mm. Well, you know, I've said this before in interviews. Most songs are about relationships and, you know, coming in or going out, the ups and the downs. So that's basically a lot of times what I'm writing about. You know, those kind of treasured moments near and dear to my heart.
Mm-hmm. And certainly indeed, and too, and of course, there's other music out there. And if there's some songs you want to talk about as well, too, feel free to do so.
Okay, great. Yeah, like to the other side. Uh, there's some special meeting with God in there also, and then we have It's Just a Lie. Um, there's another one, It's Not Fair, who I was so happy and lucky that Matt O'Ree, a friend of mine who toured with Bon Jovi,
Mm-hmm.
he played the guitar parts on It's Not Fair. So I was pretty happy with that. And
Nice.
yeah, so you know, that was a lot of these songs, Mike, through the years have been, recorded. Like I started recording heavily in 2003, 4. And then I would work with one person for a while. Then I would go to the next person. I worked with a man named Rick Iantoska who did a lot of the Kool and the Gang hits to
Mm-hmm.
really find my voice. And then from him, I moved on to working with Arnie Brown. Now, Arnie Brown mentored, do you know either of these names? Eddie Kramer and Dennis Ferrante.
I've heard of them, yes.
Okay, yeah, engineers that have worked with Jimi Hendrix, John Lennon, and Arnie learned from them, and it really shows in his production skills with me, in the music. So, it's like everything, it's like a cake and like a whole big recipe when you're making a song, trying to get the pull from the best around you and get it on well, not on tape anymore, but get it digitally recorded.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you wrote these songs in '03 as well too, and of course you're releasing them now. And
Well, no. I've written them over the years. Oh no.
oh,
Well,
got it. Okay,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
going to ask you what took you so long. That's the whole thing.
No, no. I wrote my first song that came together with words and music. Tell You in 1995, but it didn't get recorded till 2003. But over the years, I've just kept writing and writing. I mean, I have enough music for 3 albums, but
Mm-hmm.
and then I've worked on them over the years. Some songs have been tweaked or recorded 3 times,
Wow.
just to get them just right. So it's been a journey. I even got to work with someone who engineered Mr. John Allen, who engineered some Bon Jovi records.
Mm-hmm.
And but I started out, truth is I started out like most people, and in a basement garage band. you know
Mm-hmm. And of course, now you get the garage band that's in the hands of a phone or a tablet. That's the new garage band right there.
Yeah, I know. It's technology today, right? You just press a button, you could send your song. It's mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
Mind-blowing.
And certainly indeed as well, too. And of course, we'll talk about your song Fallin Away from Lisa Kovacs in just 1 minute. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Songwriter Studios, and brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Mulson's Missing. We'll be back with you, melted talent Lisa Kovacs of New Jersey, with Fallin Away after this timeout. We're back with Lisa Kovacs, singer, songwriter, performer from out of New Jersey, with Fallin Away here on the Mike Wagner Show. And of course, that's the latest song you'll be featuring. Tell us more about that song and what inspired you to write it.
You're talking about Falling Away?
Yes.
Uh, well, like I said, a lot of songwriters, I don't know if you know this, but you probably don't like to get into the logistics of it, but it was a relationship that was falling away. And it's almost, I guess the word is cathartic, to write through the experience to get to the other side. No pun intended with the other name of one of my songs.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But yeah, Falling Away from You. And would you like to? I'm at the piano right now. I don't know if the audio will come through. I could do a little bit of
You know what?
the instrumental.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's give it a shot.
Can you hear that?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
That was a little bit of the verse into the chorus. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good deal.
So yeah, so Falling Away, it's interesting, how the relationships go, like this. But it was written about a person that I'm not with that person anymore, but still care about everyone I ever wrote about.
Mm-hmm. Right. And of course, that's pretty common indeed. And of course, what do you want the listeners to get out of your experience, the whole thing? So
What repeat the question?
no, I was gonna say, what do you want the listeners to get from your music?
Oh, okay. Another great question. Well, art, I want them to to feel something and to understand that, we all go through a lot of times the same emotions, and to make it their own, and enjoy it, and want to sing with it and make them happy, and just when they come to my shows, take them on a ride where, like just nothing is going on but the music and the transference of the art between me and my band and the audience.
Okay.
Just have a good time and enjoy the music.
And certainly did as well too. Where can we find Falling Away and all your music at, Lisa?
Okay, well, you know what? I gotta say thank you to Mr. Steve Berger. Last night he helped me load up songs on Bandcamp. So I just put up Bluebird, It's Not Fair is up there, and Tell You to purchase if they want to do that. But you could also get me on Lisa Kovacs YouTube, and Lisa Kovacs music is my public Facebook link.
Okay. All right. We'll certainly check those out. We're with the multi-talented singer, songwriter, performer from out of New Jersey, Lisa Kovacs, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Lisa, just a few more minutes. What else can we expect in 2023 and beyond?
Okay, well, I'm going to finish Fallin Away, and then I have a show coming up probably in October, November with Janet Rothstein. She's out of New York, but she has, by Asbury Park, she has a singer-songwriter shows called The Listening Room, which I've performed there before. So, a show coming up in Asbury. I'm welcome to play at the Saint, and then, take it from there.
Okay.
Keep writing. A great friend and musician of mine, I asked him, God rest his soul, Bernie DiPolito, who sang and played percussion on background vocals on many of my tracks. I said to him when I was a younger girl, I said, what do you got to keep doing? He goes, you have to always write and practice. Keep on writing, keep on practicing, and collaborate, network, and hopefully then I'm going to, get signed up with a label and, do some bigger shows.
And we're certainly looking forward as well, too. We can't wait to see what you got. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
If I had to name only one person,
it can be one or a few or several. It's all up to you.
Alanis Morissette, Prince, Elton John, Billy Joel, Michael Jackson, George Michael, Sarah McLachlan,
Okay.
artists like them, and even Fleetwood Mac.
Oh yes, that's a biggie.
Fleetwood Mac, Led Zeppelin, and the Beatles. My gosh, one of the biggest of all, the Beatles. And even Elvis. Even Elvis. My dad, when he was alive, my first dad, he loved Frank Sinatra, and he used to listen to his music all the time. He had every Sinatra album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What was his favorite song? Do you remember? Or a few of them?
Yeah, I don't know, but maybe like something like My Way, something like that.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair enough as well, too. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Anyone in the music career?
In general. Anything?
Yeah. That's such a sweet question, Mike. Well, let's do in general, like live in the moment and, be grateful for what you have and dream, follow your heart and your dreams, as well as with the music, just keep going, because one day if you keep going and you believe in your voice, it's going to happen. And obviously keep practicing and keep writing and collaborate and, get advice from people and talk about your music and, share it. But it's, I saw Lady Gaga recently in an interview, and on one of her big awards, she looked at her award and she said, this is not easy. It's, you have to be willing to go through the paces and put the work in and train and really do the work before you get up there with a hit, God willing.
And that's very important as well, too, and something to remember. We're with the multi-talented singer, songwriter, performer out of New Jersey, Lisa Kovacs. We're Falling Away here on the Mike Wagner Show. Lisa, very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Glad to have you back. And once again, What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or check out your works?
Okay, so Lisa Kovacs YouTube, Lisa Kovacs Music, and also Bandcamp. I just uploaded my songs for people to purchase so they could have it on their playlist. So Bandcamp is one of the latest ones also.
Okay, we'll certainly check those out. Once again, Lisa, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Love having you back. Wish you all the best. And Lisa, you definitely have a great future ahead of you.
Thank you so much, Mike. It was great to be here.